Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. I'm up here on the big lake today, and we're going to do a flat-sided Bonanza. So we're just going to be bombing those all over the place, testing different ones. So the first one I'm going to throw is the Flatside right here. I think this one's the 5 maybe. Yep, the Flatside 5. I love this color. So we're going to be chucking these around. I'm throwing this on my Mags custom pinhook fishing club rod right here with a Shimano Miravel 3000 with 12-pound braid to a 12-pound fluoro leader. So this is my favorite place to test lures. So we're going to go through a whole bunch of different flat sides today. Hey, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all the support. So, it's a good time of year to start throwing flat-sided ones. I've got a whole bunch of different kinds. Bombers are my favorite by a long shot. It's not even close. Then I really like the Flatsides. I like the Chick Magnet by Strike King. I also like the ones that 6 Cents has. So, we're going to give these several cranks. I'm not going to set like a timer or anything. I'm just going to go by feel. So on that one right there, I just gave it 2 quick whacks down there. So with this, I'll crank, kill it, crank, kill it. Got one from Cliff Pace, Black Label custom lures that he does. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool right here. Most of the ones I've caught on flat sides have always been on bombers. That flat A, a lot of people don't like how it casts. I never have an issue with it. It always works great for me. I've caught some massive gar, big bass on it. I've even caught some big drum on it, striper. I don't know if you guys remember, but this little Flatside right here is the one I rescued. It was stuck on the rocks, and I did a video on how do you get lures out of a tree, how do you get them when they're stuck and stuff. I call this stretch through here Bass Alley. I've caught some mega fish in here before, all year round. Got some big hybrid fish, hybrid bass, and that thing just suspends there. So what we got going on here is the lake is turning over. Yeah, this deep into the winter, it's because here in Texas, you don't, we get a decent winter. I mean, really, in my opinion, it's not much of one, but the water does turn over. Now, when I lived in Amarillo, man, we have real winters there, but over here in the North Texas area, not so much. I mean, once every other year or so, we'll get some snow, but man, I love throwing these Flatsides. Just something about them, they're just so smooth. Boy, and they'll catch fish too. There's no 2 ways about it with that. I mean, they catch fish. We're supposed to have a massive Arctic blast come through tonight. So This is my day to fish. I mean, I guess I've caught them before during a cold front when the weather's been bad, but we're supposed to be here. Wind chill in the teens, high in the 20s. That's what I mean. It doesn't happen too often. What is this? Am I snagged? How am I snagged here? Crazy. Yep, it's a legit snag. Nope. All right, I got it. Crazy stuff. There's this picnic table right here. Snag City. Water gets low enough, I'm gonna come out here and get all the lures that get stuck on there. I've got some lures stuck on there. Ooh! What was that? I had a legit whack on it and nothing happened. What the heck? There's a picnic table. Yeah, I don't want to get hung up on that thing. We'll throw just on, and then the other thing is, there's a huge crappie brush pile in there that everyone gets snagged on. All right, guys, so I cast it way down there and then I walked all the way back here. He popped a stick, ricocheted back up here into like 6 inches of water, and then I brought it back through. All right, guys. You don't need me to tell you how good the Flatside is. There's so many videos out there people have done on them. They're just a legit. Look at that. You can cast them a country mile. I love how they do the weight system on the bottom. Couple more casts with this and we're going to switch to another one. I know that sounds crazy, but I've got a whole bunch of them I want to run through. Some bombers. There's some other Flatsides in there. Chick magnets. That OG Art Defoe. I can't remember what he calls that thing, but he's got his little flat-sided. All right, so we ran this one true in all different spots. They just didn't want to hit this one, so we're going to switch to the next one. is part of our flat-sided Bonanza. There you go. If you're looking for a cool flat side look, I love that weight system that they do with theirs. That's a cool lure right there. All right, guys, check out this sour grape color, this Bomber Flat A that my buddy Blake over at Dark Corner Custom Crankbaits did. I've caught a lot of fish on this sucker right here. See, you can cast a Flat A just fine. This is lure number 2 in the flat-sided lure challenge. I won't do every cast, but I'm just kind of showing you which ones I'm using. Golly, this thing. I'm telling you guys, Bomber makes some of the best lures on the planet. Look at the flash on that thing. And then it just comes, oh man, that thing is just epic. All right, let's get this dude working. Gosh, dudes, we got one. He just hit it right there. He just barely hit it. Such a subtle strike. It's a good fish. Man, this is a nice big bass right here. Look at this hippo on the Bomber. Whew. There we go. Man, this thing is a toad. Whew. Perfect hook in the corner of the mouth, so it's not going to bother him. And this thing's pushing like, 8-9 pounds easy. I know it doesn't look like it, but holy cow, this is a big fatty. All right, one last look, and there she goes. There you go. Look at that, slinks away. Man, on this flat-sided bait Bonanza I'm doing today. Sheesh. Man, caught that beast on this Mags Custom Pinhook Fishing Club rod right here, 6'8". Held that beast like a champ. Here's the Flat A right here. Blake painted a bunch of Flat A's that were just wrecked. And that one's in a sour grape color. Whoo-wee. Thanks, Blake. Man, that thing, I just let it sit, and it was just like, just a subtle dunk, dunk. And I was like, what is going on there? And then I set the hook, and that was all she wrote. £12-pound braided sunline to a 12-pound fluoro leader. All right, guys, is there any doubt with this Mags Custom rod that I had made, my Pinhook Fishing Club colors? There's my PFC cork handle from Portugal. Man, this thing is nice. 6'8". 2 thumbs up for the guys at Mags. This rod held that beast of a bass like a champ. I have no doubts that this thing will be able to handle the pike when I get up to Iowa and up into Wisconsin. All right, guys, there it is. The Flat A by Bomber. DC for Dark Corner Custom Lures. Blake paints these up for me. It's a sour grape color. All right, we're gonna swap it out for something else. Man, that fish it was just a little bink. And then it felt like I had a sow on the end of the line. The thing was huge. I've got a scale somewhere. I gotta make sure I got batteries and it's operational, but that thing felt like it was over 8 easy. All right, time to swap it out. We're gonna switch to another lure. All right, the next one that's up is from Rapala. It's Ott's Garage at Slim 6. I love this color right here, although I can't tell you the name of it. Some kind of shad. So this is the next one up in our Flatsided Bonanza video. Right there, we had a little burst on the surface. Probably a crappie. Cool thing about this one is that it's a balsa bait. It's got that cool buoyancy, especially when you pause it. I've got a couple other balsa ones. I got some flat-sided Bagleys. I've got the Chick Magnet, and I've got one from Black Label. So we'll go through them. Oh, rats! I missed him. I felt him, and I felt the jerk too. It was choo choo, and then he let go. Dang it! I messed that one up. I couldn't see him, but I felt it because I was running and reeling it in. And all of a sudden, I felt a dunk and then a dunk dunk, and I should have just set the hook in there, but I just kept reeling. Dang it. Yeah, you got to be ready with balsa on the paw. All of them, you got to be ready on the paws. But on balsa, it has such a cool movement. This one, I got him on the crank coming in, though. Maybe he's got a buddy with him. I gotta watch out for that dopey picnic table. Well, when I was fighting that big fish, actually on the release, I don't know, maybe it was on the fight, I stepped into the water and my repair job on the boots, my patch job, didn't work. I've got holes in 2 spots. I'm gonna just have to get some new boots. I gotta have them because like right now I'm standing in junk. It's just not over where the holes are. Man, I even use that shoe goo. First what I did was I put super glue down in the holes and then I squished them together, you know, to seal it. Then I put that shoe goo repair crap over it. And then on top of that I put a patch that I use for a tent, an all-weather patch, and that didn't all that, and it didn't work. Crazy. Oh my gosh, this thing has just such an epic slow rise. There it finally came up. Such a great lure. Nothing on the Slim 6, so I'm gonna go with this Bagley Sunny B. Man, this thing's had a lot of action. This is one of my, right behind the Bombers, probably my favorite Flatside. This thing is, man. Yeah, nothing on the Slim 6 from Ott's little lure there. This thing has caught me a ton of fish. They're just so smooth. The thing is, I hadn't seen any up on Northland Tackle's website because them, and now I think it's baits.com owns them. It says that they were out of stock and I hadn't seen anything come in yet. So I'm gonna have to start hoarding these on eBay. I've got like 8 of them. I may have to start stockpiling them. This is such a cool little bait. Remember, elephants will eat peanuts, so you don't have to have some kind of gigantor lure all the time. Look at that thing, it's like a little bullet. It's got excellent buoyancy. Look at that, it comes up kind of quick, but man, this thing is fun to fish with. All right, guys, some people think that the Sunny B isn't really a flat-sided, but I do. And man, I enjoy throwing that thing. Nothing on it today, so I'm going to switch over to one of Cliff Pace's flat sides that he makes from Black Label. We're going to bomb this dude out there. I've had a lot of fun fishing with this guy. And you know it's good right out of the package because he tests these himself. Man, that looks good in the water. Great castability. Zip it out there. Good stuff, man. We got to get something on this for sure. All right, guys. Little chick magnet right here, little flat-sided, smaller than the Bagley. Man, I can't believe I didn't get anything on the Bagley. I didn't get anything on the black label. We're getting a bunch of shad popping here and there, so this little Strike King chick magnet, hopefully we'll get the job done. Just a couple of twitches here and there, kill it. Man, I've caught a lot of bass here on the red one. Chili, ooh, something just got whacked right there. Look at that. Chili bowl color, I think is what they call it. Or chili. Uh-oh. Did you see that, guys? It got caught on my finger. The line did when I was casting it. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? All right, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I've got my red box. It's got all my red colored lures. I got a whole bunch of red flat sides in there. I'm gonna break that out one of these weekends and do a red box. I did one way back in the spring. But I've caught them on all these colors. I love the color on this one. I don't know, it's some kind of a shad, but look, it's got some scrape marks on it. That's part of the design. And these are fun little lures to fish. If you never tried them, go pick them up. They come in different sizes. I use a smaller one, but I've caught them on the big one too. It's the Chick Magnet by Strike King. Same deal, crank, 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 kill it, and then sometimes I'll give it just a quick little twitch. Yeah, that looks epic in there. Look at this little dude. This is an epic lure right here. So I call this Bass Alley because bass are constantly going back and forth. Gar, catfish are doing the same thing. Drum. It's been a while since I pulled a drum out of here. Couple more casts with this guy, and then we're switched to one last flat-sided one, a special one. I'm gonna do one where I just burn it all the way in. See if I can get something to whack on that. All right, here we go. Look at that thing cast a country mile too. All right, boys, this is it for this guy, his last attempt. Let me get him down there. Ooh, he blows out if you crank him too fast. All right, one more good one, then we'll switch. What do you guys think? Should I always carry a collection of flat sides with me in large numbers? I usually have a couple. Anyway, let me know what you think, if I should bring like just one of my bags full of them, like 7 or 8 of them. I think I've got like 8 of them in there now. Well, nothing. Let's run it one more time through here. And the water is coming down. Just the other day that was underwater. All right, we're gonna switch it up to the last one for this flat-sided Bonanza. All right, guys, the last lure in this little challenge, not really a challenge, but just a flat-sided day. This one's a Flat A by Bomber. It's like a chartreuse, or like a chartreuse, not chartreuse. Lavender on the back there. It's got some yellow side. I can't remember what this is. This is one of those signature from the paint shop. I guess what it is, paint shop special edition ones. And I've caught a lot of fish on it. Now it's going to come with those stock hooks, because this is one of those ones. Well, I'll run the stock hooks until it's time to swap them or something happens. I like to run how it was intended, or how it comes. And then I'll swap it out, usually to some BKKs or, ooh, look at that, Fusion 19s. Man, that's just an epic color. And it's got that Flat A action. I'm telling you guys, these Flat A's. Cast a country mile. Oh, I got hit, guys, and I missed him. Dang it, I've had a couple of those today. Dang it all. Crying out loud. That's 2 I've had where I felt a whack and a whack, and I just couldn't get them. It was like a whack and then it's just a quick jerk. Oh, dang it. It's not the lure's fault. That was all me. Oh. Man, that stinks. Golly. There's no way he's coming back for it after that. All right, guys, it's gonna wrap it up. Nothing else on this Flat A. Man. So what I have, 2 misses for sure. And then we had that one hookup that was pretty good. That big beast. Pretty good. I mean, that was epic. Man, I love throwing these little Flat A, any of these flat-sided crankbaits. I love just doing the sweep and a little twitch, pause, and then start cranking them in and then kill it. I picture in my mind the fish following it. And all the little things I do to hopefully get them to want to hit it. They may be some of those little white bass that hammered it and just couldn't get it. That's what I'm thinking. Big hybrid bass would have crushed it, but I'm thinking that's what it was because it was two bang bangs. All right. Until next time, guys, I will see you then. Thanks for hanging out with me on this flat-sided Bonanza to kick off this stretch here of running these all the time. Look at that. That's a great color. One more cast. One more. One more. One more good one. Right there, it's about 7.5 feet of water. This thing just drops straight down. Let's see if we can coax one. I felt it hit bottom there. Boom. All right, so that's where we'll leave her. Right there. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye. All right, guys, this giant on the corner of the mouth down there on a bomber flat A custom painted. This is just a beast of a fish. Check that out. Man, this thing is huge. Had a lot of fun bringing him in. It's a custom painted bomber flat A by my buddy Blake over at Dark Corner Custom Lures. Now get out there and get your lures wet.